Hello students, today we are going to solve Agniveer Vayu IAF Group Y paper 24th July 2022. A very best of luck to you all before moving. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 1. Find the part of the given sentence that has an error in it. If there is no error, choose no error. It's a pleasure to meet a cheerful persons. And the fourth part is no error, right? So in this, third part has an error, right? So here the persons, here cheerful persons, this part, right, needs to be replaced with person. It's a pleasure to meet a cheerful person, right? So the article used in the sentence here is a, to meet a. So a is used before a singular noun, which gives a general idea, right? So article a is used before singular noun. Singular noun. In the given sentence, noun is cheerful persons, right? Which is not a singular noun. It's a plural noun, right? Therefore, here article A is used. Therefore, the noun should be singular. Therefore, it's pleasure to meet a cheerful person, right? Therefore, so look at the options. Cheerful persons has an error. Option B is the answer. Question 2. Fill in the blank with appropriate word. One who believes in no government and therefore incites disorder in a state is called a Naxalite, an autocrat, a monarchist, and anarchist. So option D is the right answer. So one who does not believe in a government and wishes to destroy the existing government and laws is called an anarchist. So one who wishes to destroy the existing government and laws. Existing government and laws. And who believes in no government is called an anarchist. Whereas a Naxalite is the person who is a member of an armed revolutionary group. So, member of an armed revolutionary group. Advocating Maoist communism, right? Whereas an autocrat means the one who rules over a people with a sole, supreme, and usually hereditary authority, right? So who rules over a people with a sole, supreme and usually hereditary authority. Whereas a monarchist means the one who supports the system of having a king or queen. One who supports system of having king or queen is called a monarchist. For the given question, an anarchist is the answer. Option D. Question 3. In each of the following questions, groups of 4 words are given. In each group, 1 word is correctly spelled. Find the correctly spelled word. So here the first one is impromptu. So it is incorrectly spelled word, which is wrong. So its correct spelling is impromptu. IMPROMPTU, impromptu, which means without being prepared or organized. So without being prepared. Whereas the second word is illustrious, which is correctly spelled word, right? Therefore, option B is the answer. So, illustrious means notably or brilliantly outstanding because of dignity or achievement or actions. For example, she comes from an illustrious political family that includes 2 former cabinet ministers. So, which is correctly spelled word means notably or brilliantly outstanding. Brilliantly outstanding because of dignity or achievement or actions, right? Whereas the third word is incorrectly spelled. So illusory, its correct spelling is ILLUSORY, illusory, which means not real, although seems to be. So means not real. So last one, impetus. Impetus is incorrectly spelled. Its correct spelling is IMPETUS, impetus, right? Which means marked by force and violence of movement or action. So marked by force and violence of movement or action. Therefore, illustrious is correctly spelled word. Option B is the answer. Question 4. The abstract noun of patient is. Here, patient is a common noun. It's a common noun. Its abstract form is, options are illness, patience, disease, and sickness. Option B is the answer. Patience is abstract noun of patient, right? So an abstract noun is the name of a feeling, quality, or condition. So abstract noun is the name of feeling, quality, or condition. Here, patience is generally we can take it as condition, right? Patience is a condition or it's a quality particularly, right? Therefore, abstract noun form of patient is patience, right? So, whereas the remaining words illness, disease, and sickness. So, illness is also a common noun. Its abstract form is ill. Ill is the abstract form of illness. Whereas disease is a common noun. Whereas sickness is also common noun. Its abstract form is sick. So option B is the answer. Question 5. Select the most appropriate antonym of the given word optimistic. Here antonym means opposite meaning, right? Opposite meaning. Here optimistic means being hopeful or confident about the future. Being hopeful or confidence about the future. Right? So what is the opposite meaning of optimistic, right? Here option is the thing that is or may be chosen, is called option. So whereas ophthalmology means a branch of medicine concerned with the study and treatment of disorders of the eye. So which is no way related to the antonym of optimistic, right? So whereas positive means constructive, optimistic, or confident, which is synonym of optimistic. So synonym of optimistic, whereas antonym of optimistic is pessimistic, right? Option D is the answer, whereas pessimistic means tending to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen. So tending to see the worst aspect of things. Is called pessimistic. attitude. Therefore, option D is the answer, which is the antonym of optimistic. Question 6. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. Draw the line at something. So, draw the line at something means it is an idiom that means to set a limit on what one is willing to do or accept. So, that means to set a limit, on what one is willing to do or accept, willing to accept. Right? For example, I draw the line at a pizza with anchovies on it. So I draw the line at a pizza with anchovies on it, right? So look at the options: coming to a conclusion, making pencil sketches, accepting something up to a particular point, and agreeing to an idea. These are the options here. Accepting something up to a particular point is the right answer. So it is the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. Draw the line at something, right? So option C is the right answer. Question 7. A sentence has been given in active or passive voice. Out of the 4 given alternatives, select the one which best expresses the same sentence in active or passive voice. I promised my husband that I will cook food for him. So first we need to decide whether the sentence is in active voice form or passive voice form. So now look at the verbs given here. So promised and will cook food for him, right? Here the verbs are promised and will cook. I will cook food for him. So this indicates, so subject is doing something here. So what is the subject here? I is the subject, right? Here the subject is I. The subject is doing something. Subject is doing something. So this indicates the present sentence is in active voice form. Whereas in the passive voice form, so the form will be something was done by or something is done by the subject. So this form indicates the sentence is in passive voice. So something, here the something is the object. Right? So in case of first sentence, subject is doing something. So this something is object. Whereas in the passive voice form, something is done by subject. Right? So this is active voice, passive voice. So which clearly indicates subject of the active voice becomes object of the passive voice. Object of the passive voice, active voice, becomes subject of the passive voice, right? Therefore, subject and object will interchange in active voice and passive voice form, right? Keep this in your mind and look at the forms of the verbs here, right? So here in active voice form, so we'll consider active voice form. Here the verb is promised, right? So whereas in passive voice form, it becomes was promised. Here tense of the verb is not changed, so both the verbs are in past tense. Therefore the verb should be changed from the active voice to passive voice without changing its tense, right? So without changing its tense is not changed. And another verb is here, will cook, right? Will cook is another verb here. So this becomes will be cooked. So both give same meaning here, will cook and will be cooked, right? Without changing its sentence, the verb will be changed here, right? So now come to the passive form of the given sentence. I promised my husband. So which is in active voice form. I just slightly alter this statement as, so I made a promise. I made a promise. Just to differentiate subject and object, I'm just altering the sentence. I promised my husband as I made a promise to my husband. To my husband. Right? Here we can directly, clearly say what is the verb and what is the subject and what is the object. Here I is the subject. Made is verb, right? Just ignore this made, and we are focusing only the subject and object. So promise is the object. I made a promise is the object to my husband, right? So now come to passive voice form. So in passive voice, object becomes subject. Therefore, so I'll start with a promise. A promise, right? So in passive voice form, it becomes a promise was made by, a promise was made by whom? By subject here, subject in the active voice. So made by me, right? A promise was made by me to whom? To my husband. To my husband. So we need to introduce the word that, right? A promise was made by me to my husband that. So remaining things will be, I will cook food for him. So it becomes food will be cooked by me, right? Again, we need to change this sentence also. This. So here food is the object, I is the subject, right? So object becomes subject here, right? So that food will be cooked by whom? By me. Here me is the object in the passive voice form. So me is object, food is subject, right? So here promise is subject, made by me is object, right? Right? So therefore the correct passive voice form is, a promise was made by me to my husband that food will be cooked by me, right? So look at the options. So option A, a promise was made by me to my husband that food will be cooked by me. Option A is the right answer. So look, whereas the remaining options, food will be cooked by me was a promise I made to my husband, right? Which is incorrect. So it does not change the first half of the sentence to passive voice form. So whereas the second one, I promised my husband that food will be cooked by me. Food will be cooked by me. Here it does not change the first half of the sentence to passive voice form. This is the first half of the sentence. I promised my husband. So this remains same here in option C. I promised my husband, right? So whereas option D, my husband wanted a promise from me that I will cook the food. So which is also incorrect because it changes the very form of the original sentence by adding the verb wanted. Therefore, the remaining three are wrong, right? Option A is the right answer. Question 8. Choose the option that best expresses the meaning of the given idiom or phrase. To fish in troubled waters. Here, the meaning is to try to take the advantage of a confused situation. To try to take the advantage of a confused situation. Confused situation. For example, the superpowers are there in West Asia to fish in troubled waters, right? So Example, I'll repeat. The superpowers are there in West Asia to fish in troubled waters. So look at the options. Fishing in a storm, have trouble in catching fish, to hunt large fish and earn more profit, to make a personal profit out of a difficult situation. Option D is the right answer. To make a personal profit out of a difficult situation. Here, students, this term, to fish in troubled water, this term first recorded in 1568. So in 1568, which expresses that fish bite more readily when seas are rough, but you can catch more fish in a rough sea. Right? Therefore, the idiom or the phrase to fish in troubled waters. Option D is the right answer. Question 9. Read the given passage and answer the questions that follow. So students, let us read the question first so that we can focus only on the things we need in the given passage. According to the passage, we visit zoos dash. So here, many of us have enjoyed visiting a zoo and consider it a day out having fun. So we'll consider it a day out having fun. So focus on this line, this line. So look at the options. So we visit zoos to watch the frustration of animals in cages, which is wrong. To see how animals behave in zoos, which is also wrong. To spend a day out for fun and excitement is right. And whereas D is to see the animals in cages, which is wrong. So we visit zoos to spend a day out for fun and excitement. Option C is the right answer. So this is how you have to focus only on the things we need so that you can save your time, right? Option C is the right answer. Question 10. Choose the word that can substitute the given sentence. The custom of having more than one wife at the same time is called bigamy, misogyny, polygamy, and none of this. Here, option C, polygamy is the right answer. So here, polygamy, poly means many. Poly means many. So polygamy comes from the late Greek word polygamous. So it comes from Greek word. Polygamous. Polygamous. Which means often married. So often married. So the custom of having more than one wife at the same time is called polygamy. Whereas bigamy means, so the root word is bi, which means two. Bi means two, right? So which means the offense of marrying someone while already married to another person, right? So one person who is already married to another person, right? And again, he is married to some other person, right? Therefore, so offense of marrying someone while already married to another person is called bigamy. Whereas misogyny means it refers to specially to a hatred of women. The word is formed from the Greek word misine, that means to hate. Misogyny means specially to a hatred of women, to a hatred of women. Therefore, for the given question, the custom of having more than one wife at the same time is called polygamy. Option C is the right answer. Question 11. Fill in the blank with the most appropriate word. They dash football when it started raining. Here, students, the word when is called conjunction. Right? It's a linking word. Right? Conjunction. So the second case, so what is the second case here? It started raining is the second case, right? So the second case is using when conjunction here to emphasize the order of two short-term actions. Here two short-term actions are, one is it started raining, another is they dash football. We don't know whether they play football, they are playing, they have been playing, or they were playing. That we have to decide here. Right? Here the conjunction when is used to emphasize the order of two short-term actions. Here, the when conjunction emphasizes the continuous action rather than interrupting actions. So, it emphasizes continuous actions. Therefore, here the second situation is in which tense? It is in present continuous tense, right? So, second situation is in past, not present, past continuous tense. Sorry, past continuous tense. Started raining, right? Therefore, there is a conjunction here when. So, before that, there should be a past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Continuous. Then only this conjunction when can emphasize the continuous action, right? Therefore, so look at the options. They dash football. They were playing football. Then only it becomes past continuous tense, right? Therefore, they were playing football when it started raining is the correct answer, right? Option D is the right answer. Question number 12. According to the passage, animals in zoos suffer cruelty. So the options are by being kept in artificial environments, by being physically tortured or abused, by being starved to death, by being forced to perform for visitors. Here, so look at these lines. Most animals are put in an artificial environment, example cages. This isolation from their natural habitat can amount to cruelty. From these two lines, we can opt option 1 by being kept in artificial environments, right? So animals in zoo suffer cruelty. Option A is the right answer. Question 13. Choose the correct synonym of the head word from the 4 options given and mark the right option. Here synonym means word with similar meaning. So we need to choose the similar meaning of the given word ponder. Here ponder means to give serious and careful thought. So ponder means to give serious and careful thought. Careful thought. So choose the synonym of the given word ponder. So similar meaning of the given word, right? So here ponder, similar meaning of ponder, so is think, right? So option B as the right answer. Even we can consider analyze also. Similar meaning of ponder is analyze or explore also can be taken, right? Therefore option B is the right answer. Whereas the remaining options, evaluate, anticipate, and increase. So evaluate means assess. Assessment is called evaluation. Or form an idea of the amount, number, or value is called evaluation, right? Whereas anticipate means expect or predict. Expect or predict. Regard as probable, right? So whereas increase means so amount, that means greater in size or amount or degree, right? So greater in size, amount or degree is called increase, right? So for the given question, so option B is the right answer. Students, questions from 14 to 16 are based on the below passage. Read the following information carefully and answer the given questions. Based on the below passage, question number 14 is, find out the word from the passage which means accomplishment. Here the word accomplishment means something that is successful or that is achieved after a lot of work or effort. Something done or finished successfully. So, meaning is something that is successful. Successful. Or that is achieved after a lot of work. Successful after a lot of effort or work. Right? So in the given passage, so let's read out the first sentence. India has always been an utmost inspiration for the world at large for her fabulous wealth, both material and economic prosperity, as well as her spiritual experience. Here the word prosperity means accomplishment, right? So prosperity means a state of being successful and having a lot of money, a situation in which people are successful and have a lot of money, right? So option B is the right answer. Prosperity means a state of being successful and having a lot of money, right? So which is the synonym of accomplishment. You can consider prosperity as synonym of, that means a similar meaning of accomplishment. So option B is the right answer. Question 15 is based on the given passage. Here the question is, which of the following is an adjective formed from the noun music? Here the word music is taken from this line of the passage. People living in villages in Rajasthan have a rich tradition of music and dance. Here the word music means it's a pattern of sounds produced by people singing or playing instrument, right? So pattern of sounds produced by people singing or playing instrument. So here adjective form of the noun music is musical, right? So musical means something that is connected with playing or studying music. So having a pleasant sound or melodious or tuneful is called musical. Therefore, adjective form of music is musical, right? Something that is connected with playing or studying music. Studying music is called musical. Whereas the remaining words here, musical, option B is the right answer. So remaining words are musician, musically, and musicality. So musician means a person who plays a musical instrument. So a person who plays musical instrument. Musical instrument. Right? He may be a flutist, violinist, right? So option C, musically. So in a way that relates to music is called musically. So musically is an adverb. So that is in a way that relates to music. Music is called musically. Right? So this tune is musically correct. So which is considered as an adverb. So musicality is a noun, right? So it's a talent or skill and understanding in performing music. So it's a talent. Or skill, musicality, and understanding of performing music is called musicality. Therefore, option B is the right answer, right? So noun form of music is musical. Question 16. Find out the word from the text which means involving or exposing one to risk. Here the options are absorbed, hazardous, inspiration, and homesickness. Here absorbed means very interested in something or and not paying attention to anything else. So very interested in something. And not paying attention to anything is called absorbed. So which is not the meaning of involving or exposing one to risk. So option A is not the answer. So consider hazardous. So hazardous means very dangerous and involving risk, especially to someone's health. For example, we work in hazardous condition, right? So means dangerous and involving risk. So hazardous means involving or exposing one to risk. So which gives the answer for the given question. So question number 16, right? So option B is the right answer, right? So whereas the remaining options, inspiration means someone or something that gives you ideas for doing something, someone that people admire and want to be like, right? So it's called inspiration. Whereas homesickness is a feeling of being unhappy because of being away from home for a long period, is called homesickness, right? Therefore, C and D are not the answers. So the word from the text which means involving or exposing one to risk is called hazardous, which is taken from the line, this all of them came through land routes by undertaking long and hazardous journeys which put a lot of stress and strain on their physique and nerves, right? So here hazardous means involving or exposing one to risk. So option B is the answer. Question 17. Select the most appropriate synonym of the given word. So synonym means similar meaning. Similar meaning. Here the given word is fatigue. Fatigue means extreme tiredness resulting from mental or physical exertion or illness, right? Extreme tiredness is called fatigue, right? So among the four options, option B is the synonym of, option B is tiredness, right? So which gives similar meaning of the given word. Whereas punish is, so what's the meaning of punish? So punish is considered as verb, right? So verb form. So in parts of speech, punish is a verb form. So inflict a penalty or sanction on someone for such an offense, right? So inflict a penalty. Penalty is called punish, right? Whereas curious is an adjective. So curious means interested in learning about people or things around you. So interested in learning about people or things around you. Things around you. It's called curious. So which is an adjective, right? So he is very curious about nature. So here curious is an adjective. Next, boast. Boast is also a verb. So to speak too proudly or happily about what you have done or what you own is called boast. So to speak too proudly or happily about what you have done. What you have done or what you own is called boast, boasting. Therefore, tiredness gives similar meaning of fatigue. Option B is the right answer. Question 18. In the following question, the sentence given with blank to be filled with an appropriate word. Select the correct alternative out of the four and indicate it by selecting the appropriate option. Here the sentence is Rohan dash for this company since 2007. So just focus on these two words, for and since. Right? So here, since and for are used in the sentence to show an action which has already started and still going on. So these two words indicate, so the action has already started and it is still going on. So still going on. Going on. That means the action is in present continuous tense, right? Present continuous tense, which is already started and is still going on, indicates the sentence is in present continuous tense. For present continuous tense, we follow the pattern of first subject. Here subject is Rohan. Rohan is the subject, right? So since it is present continuous tense, we use has or have. If the subject is singular subject, we use has. If it is plural, we use have. Right? Next comes been. Next comes fourth form of verb. We'll consider it as V4. Right? So if it is work, so first form of verb is work, then it is worked, present tense, past tense worked, then again worked, so it is past participle of the verb, right? So V1, V2 and V3 and V4 will be continuous tense. So it is working. Therefore, V4 form of the verb, fourth form of the verb. So in this case, so fourth form of the verb is working. Right? So next comes object. Object. So this object includes even the prepositions, right? So here for this company since 2007. So all this part so will be considered as object. Therefore, Rohan has, since Rohan is a singular, right? Singular subject. So Rohan has been working for this company since 2007. Therefore, so this blank should be filled with has been working. Option A is the right answer. Question 19. Give one word for one who hates women. So one who hates women is called misogynist. So option B is the answer. Whereas option A is misanthrope. So misanthrope means a person who hates or avoids other people. So who hates or avoids other people. So whereas feminist, so is a person who supports equal rights and opportunity for all genders. So not only for women, for all genders. So who supports equal rights and opportunities for all genders. Whereas effeminate means a person or man who exhibits feminine behavior, particularly a man who exhibits feminine behavior, means female behavior, is called effeminate. So the one who hates women is called misogynist. Option B is the answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 20. In the following question, out of the 4 alternatives, choose the one which can be substituted for the given word or sentence. One who eats everything is called omnivorous. Option A is the right answer. Omnivorous means an animal or a person feeding on a variety of food, both plant and animal origin, right? Both plant and animal origin who eats is called omnivorous. So, a person or an animal feeding on a variety of food. That means both plant and animal origin. Is nothing but one who eats everything is called omnivorous. Whereas the remaining options, omniscient. Omniscient means knowing everything. One who knows everything is called omniscient. So knowing everything. Right? So God is omniscient, we say. So whereas irresistible means too attractive and tempting to be resisted. Too attractive and tempting. to be resisted. That is called irresistible. Whereas insolvent means unable to pay debts owed. Unable to pay debts owed. Debts owed is called insolvent. So what are debts here? So debts are nothing but, so the money which is owed by, so in the purchase of assets or expense transaction, so money leaving your account to purchase a factory is called a debt. So a debt is an amount of money owed to a particular firm, bank or individual. So money, debt. I'm taking the meaning of debt. Debt is a money owed to a particular firm. Maybe a firm, bank or individual. Is called debt. Right? So for the given question, one who eats everything is called omnivorous. Question 21. If 20% of x is equal to 30% of y, then x is to y is equal to. So 20% of x means, students, 20 by 100. For every 100, 20 is called 20%. Right? So 20% of x means into x is equal to 30% of y. 30 by 100. For every 100, it is 30. Means 30% of y. Of y means into y. Then x is to y. So here we can cancel 100 and 100, right? Therefore, we'll take x by y is equal to, so take this 20 to the RHS part, it becomes 30 by 20. So which is nothing but 3 by 2, 10 into 3 and 10 into 2. It becomes 3 by 2. Therefore, x is to y, x by y in the sense x is to y is equal to 3 is to 2, right? Therefore, the ratio is 3 is to 2, option A. Question 22. Successive discounts of 20% and 30% are equivalent to a single discount of. Students, when two successive discounts are given, equivalent discount is equal to. So we'll consider x and y are two successive discounts. So equivalent discount or equivalent single discount. Equivalent discount is equal to x plus y minus x into y by 100. Right? So here x is 20, y is 30, right? So we'll consider x as 20, y as 30 minus 20 into 30 by 100 is equal to 50 minus. So 600 by 100. So which is 50 minus 6, which is 44. So equal, since it is discount, we have to consider it as 44%. Right? So equivalent to single discount of 44%, option C. Question 23. Find LCM of 3 by 8, 2 by 6, 4 by 7. Here, students, we need to find LCM of 3 fractions. For that, so we have to use the formula that LCM of fractions is equal to. LCM of fractions is equal to LCM of numerators. LCM of numerators divided by HCF of denominators. HCF of denominators. So here LCM means lowest common multiplier or least common multiplier. HCF means highest common factor. Right? So what is LCM? So the concept of LCM is, say for example, we'll consider 3 numbers 2, 4 and 8. 2, 4 and 8. Randomly we are taking. So lowest common multiplier means, LCM means the number which is divisible by all the 3 numbers given with no remainder, with 0 remainder is called lowest common multiplier. So this number should be least, therefore least common multiplier. Right? So for example, 2, 4, 8. So here 8 is the lowest common multiplier of three numbers. Right? Here 8 is the least number which is divisible by all the given three numbers. 2 into 4 is 8, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 1 is 8. Therefore, which is least, right? Whereas highest common factor, HCF of three numbers, 2, 4 and 8. So, highest common factor means the factor which is highest, right? Which should be a common factor to all the three numbers. Right? So in case of 2, 4 and 8, so a number which divides all the given three numbers, with no remainder. So here 2 is the least, not least, it is the highest common factor. Right? So the number which divides any number is called factor of a number. If it divides. Here 2 is the highest number. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 4 is 8, which is the highest factor. Therefore, HCF is 2. Right? In the same manner, so in case of fractions, so LCM of fractions is LCM of numerators by HCF of denominators. So we'll consider LCM of numerators. So LCM of 3, 2 and 4 are numerators, right? So lowest common multiplier. So what is the LCM of 3, 2 and 4? It is 4 into 3 is 12, right? So 12 is the LCM of all the three numbers, right? Which is least. So 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 cannot be divisible by 3 here, right? So 4 into 3 is 12. So 12 is the LCM, whereas HCF is highest common factor. So factor is always less than or equal to the given numbers, right? Since it is a factor. Therefore, so HCF of 3, 2 and 4 is 1. 1 is the only number which is common factor, right? To all the given three numbers. Therefore, LCM of fractions. So LCM of given fractions 3 by 8, 2 by 6 and 4 by 7 is, from the formula, it is LCM of numerators. So it is 12 by HCF of denominators, it is 1. So therefore, 12 is the answer. Option D is the answer. Question 24. 68,000 rupees is divided among A, B and C in the ratio 1 by 2 is to 1 by 4 is to 5 by 16. The difference between the greatest part and the smallest part is, here 68,000 rupees is divided among A, B, C in the given ratio. Therefore, 68,000 rupees is equal to 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4 into a number which is x plus 5 by 16 into x is equal to 68,000 because of the given ratio. Here the question is difference between greatest part and the smallest part is. So to find which is the greatest part and smallest part, we need to convert these fractions. So the ratios are in terms of fractions, right? So we have to convert these fractions into fractions which have same denominators, right? So in this side, we'll make these fractions 1 by 2 is equal to, so fraction of same denominator. Here, since 16 is the greatest denominator here, so we'll convert 16, right? So 1 by 2 as the fraction with 16 denominator. For that, we need to divide and multiply the given fraction 1 by 2 by 8, right? So that the denominator becomes 16, numerators become 8. So 1 by 2 is equal to 8 by 16. Whereas next fraction 1 by 4 is equal to, so multiply and divide by 4, you will get 4 by 16. Again a fraction with denominator 16. And third fraction is 5 by 16 remains same, 5 by 16. Which is the greatest part here? 8 by 16, right? Therefore 8 by 16 is greater than 5 by 16, greater than 4 by 16. In the sense, 8 by 16 is nothing but 1 by 2 greater than 5 by 16 remains same, greater than 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 is the greatest part, right? So we need to find the greatest part, right? So for that, let us solve this part. 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4x plus 5 by 16x is equal to 68,000. So instead of 1 by 2, we can write 8 by 16 directly. 8 by 16 x plus 1 by 4. So we can write it as 4 by 16 x plus 5 by 16 x is equal to 68,000, right? So we have common denominator 16. So in the numerator, 8x plus 4x plus 5x, which is 17x is equal to 68,000. Therefore, x is equal to 68,000 into 16 by 17. So 17 into 4 is 68. So it is 4,000. So 16 into 4, 64,000. So value of x is 64,000 rupees. Here the greatest part is 1 by 2x, right? So greatest part is equal to 1 by 2x. So 64,000 by 2, which is 32,000. And the smallest part is equal to, from this relation, right? So 1 by 4x. So 64,000 divided by 4. So which is 16,000 rupees. Here the question is, so difference between the greatest part and the smallest part. So the difference is, so 32,000, which is greatest part, minus smallest part is 16,000. So which is again 16,000, right? So difference is 16,000 rupees. So look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 25. The non-terminating number 0.235. So here 35 is recurring. So over 35 there is a horizontal line, right? So that means the numbers 35. So 35, it is recurring, right? So which is equal to. So we need to find this non-terminating number. So let the number be x. So let x is equal to 0.235. 35 is recurring, right? Therefore, we can write x as, so continue this 235. So 35, 35, 35, it continues, right? So therefore, we'll consider 10x now. If x is 0.235 recurring, so 10 into x becomes, so this decimal point will shift. So 2.35, 35, 35 continues, right? So if 10x is this much, what is 100x? 100x becomes, so 23.5335 continues. So consider this as equation 1, equation 2. Now consider 1000x. It becomes 235.3535 continues. Consider this as equation 3, right? So here we need the value of x. So non-terminating number is equal to, so value of x. For that, consider first and third equation. So it will be easy for us. So now 3 minus 1 becomes, so subtract equation 1 from equation 3. So it becomes, so consider LHS 1000x minus 10x is equal to, so RHS 235.3535 minus, so RHS of first equation 2.3535, right? So why we are considering equation 3 and 1? Because so it will be easy for us for subtraction part. So especially after the decimal point, right? So 1000 minus 10 is 990x is equal to, so after the decimal point it becomes 0. So before the decimal point 5 minus 2 is 3. So 233. Therefore, x is equal to 233 by 990. Right? Therefore, non-terminating number, so which is x, is equal to 233 by 990. So look at the options. Option C, D, not C. Option D is the right answer. Question 26. Kapil purchases the cycle for 2000 rupees and sold it for 2100 rupees. So then profit percentage is here. He purchases the cycle for 2000 rupees. That means cost price of the cycle becomes 2000 rupees. Right? So 2000 rupees. And he sold it for 2100 rupees. So selling price is equal to 2100 rupees. So if selling price is greater than cost price, there will be a profit, right? Therefore, we need to find profit percentage, right? So profit percentage, so by the formula, it is selling price minus cost price over the cost price into 100, right? So otherwise, first you can find the profit by the formula selling price minus cost price. Later, you can go for profit percentage. Both are same, right? So it is better to use the direct formula. So profit percentage is equal to selling price minus cost price, which is 2100 minus 2000 over the cost price. That means divided by cost price, which is 2000 into 100. So 2100 minus 2000 is 100. So here we can cancel 2 zeros. So it becomes divided by 20. Right? So profit percentage is 5%. So look at the options. Option C is the right answer. So another method is first find profit. So using the formula selling price minus cost price, so which is 2100 minus 2000. So which is 100. If profit is 100 rupees, what is profit percentage? So it is very easy. Whether it is profit or loss, so it is based on cost price and selling price, right? So percentage is always based on cost price, right? So with respect to cost price, we are finding the percentage of profit or loss. Therefore, for some amount of cost price, profit is some amount, that is 100. Therefore, for every 100, right? So cost price is here 2000 rupees. So for 2000 rupees cost price, profit is 100 rupees. Therefore, for 100 rupees cost price, right? So you can cancel 2 zeros and another 0 also. Therefore, it is 5%, right? So whichever is convenient, whichever method is convenient for you, you can follow this, right? So option C is the right answer. Question 27. If 391 is divided A, B and C in the ratio 1 by 2 is to 2 by 3 is to 3 by 4, then A, B and C will be. So here 391 is equal to, so A plus B plus C, right? So A plus B plus C is equal to 391, right? And A, B, C are in the ratio 1 by 2 is to 2 by 3 is to 3 by 4. That means A is 1 by 2 into a number. Let the number be X. Plus B is 2 by 3 into a number into the same number. Right? Since the ratio is given already. So each ratio of that each number is multiplied by a constant. So which is equal in each case. Right? So C is 3 by 4 into the same number is equal to 391. Therefore, the given ratio, right? Therefore, so simplify it. So 2, 3, 4, LCM is 12. Numerator becomes 2 into 6 is 12. Therefore, it becomes 6x. So 3 into 4. Therefore, 4 into 2. 8x plus 4 into 3 is 12. Therefore, 3 into 3, 9x is 391. Therefore, 6 plus 8, 12 plus 14 plus 9, 23. X is equal to 391 into 12. X is 391 by 23 into 12. So 23 into 1, then 23 into 7. Therefore, X is equal to 170 plus 34, 204. right? So the question is then A, B, C will be. So find the value of A, B and C. So A is from the ratio, it is 1 by 2 into a number X. So 1 by 2 into X is 204. Therefore A is 102. So look at the options. So 102 is there. So option A will be the right answer. Whereas B is 2 by 3 into X. So let us find the value of B. So 3 into 6, 18. 8. So 136 is B. So which is right. Whereas C is 3 by 4 into 204. So 4 into 5, 4 into 1. So 153 is C. Therefore option A is the right answer. Question 28. If A and B can complete a piece of work in 60 days and 20 days respectively, if both work together, then find the time taken by them to complete the work together. Here students, A takes 60 days of time to complete some amount of work, whereas B takes 20 days of time to complete same amount of work. So if they start working together, so how many days of time they will take to complete the same amount of work? Right? So here students, we are using the formula of work. General formula of work is efficiency into time. Efficiency into time. So in this particular case, so we'll consider efficiency as 1 day work, right? So 1 day work, whether it is A is 1 day work or B is 1 day work, efficiency, so is considered as 1 day work. Or if they start working together, so their 1 day work. So if they start working together, so their 1 day work is called their efficiency. Into time is number of days taken by them, right? Number of days is considered as time, right? So here the question is time taken by A and B both if they start working together to complete same amount of work. So for that, let us consider W be the amount of work done. So let W be the work done, right? Or work to be done. So if W is the work and time is given, so in each case, let us consider A's case, right? So A takes 60 days of time to complete W amount of work. So what is A's efficiency or A's 1 day work particularly? So we'll consider A's 1 day work. 1 day work or efficiency. Efficiency of A is equal to work by time. From the formula, it is work by time. If W is the work, time is number of days taken by A is 60. A's efficiency or A's 1 day work is W by 60, right? So now consider B's efficiency or B's 1 day work. B's 1 day work is again by the formula, it is work by time. So B completes W amount of work in 20 days of time. Therefore, B's 1 day work is W by 20 units. So if both of them work together, so if A and B work together, their 1 day work is nothing but sum of their efficiency or sum of their 1 day work. So W by 60 plus W by 20. So add these two, add their efficiency. Since 60 is the LCM here, so W plus 20 into 3 is 60. Therefore, it becomes 3W. So 4W by 60, right? So let us consider numerator as W here. So W by, so this 4 goes to denominator of the denominator, which becomes 60 by 4. So 4W by 60 is equal to W by 60 by 4, right? So W by 60 by 4 is 15, right? That means if A and B start working together, right? W by 60 plus W by 20, that means 1 day work of A and B together, right? A and B is equal to W by 15. So which means work divided by number of days or time. Work by time is equal to, from the formula, it is efficiency or their 1 day work. Therefore, A and B, A plus B, they take 15 days of time to complete W amount of work. 15 days of time. Therefore, the question is the time taken by them to complete the work together is 15 days. Right? Option B is the right answer. Question 29. Mahatma Gandhi began his first satyagraha at Kheda, Bartoli, Champaran, Sabarmati. So option C is the answer. The first satyagraha movement led by Mahatma Gandhi was the Champaran Satyagraha. It was started in the Champaran district of Bihar in 1970. So Champaran district of Bihar. In 1917, it was started. So this satyagraha was a revolt against the British indigo policy. Farmers were forced to grow the indigo crop and sell it at lower prices. Gandhiji arrived in Champaran on the request of Pandit Rajkumar Shukla, one such oppressed indigo cultivator. Gandhiji was accompanied by Babu Raj Kishore Prasad, Dr. Anurag Narayan Sinha, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The word satyagraha was used for the first time in Anti-Revolt Act agitation. So, option C is the right answer. Question 30. How many seats in Rajya Sabha are from Uttar Pradesh? So, options are 62, 29, 40 and 31. So, 31 seats in Rajya Sabha are from Uttar Pradesh. Here, the first general election under the new constitution was held during the year 1951 to 52. The first elected parliament with the two houses, the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So, two houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha came into being in 1952. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and not subject to dissolution. So it is a permanent house. Permanent house and is not subject to dissolution. The term of an individual member of Rajya Sabha is 6 years. So the term of an individual member in Rajya Sabha is 6 years. 1/3 of its members retired at the expiration of every second year. So 1/3 of members, so they retire in every second year. So the vice president who is elected by the members of both the houses is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. The number of representatives from each state in India largely depends on its population. Thus, while Uttar Pradesh has 31 seats and the smaller states like Manipur, Mizoram has one number each, one member, right? One number of member in Rajya Sabha. So, whereas Delhi and Puducherry are the only two union territories having Rajya Sabha seats. So, whereas the remaining union territories, they do not have Rajya Sabha seats, right? Only Delhi and Puducherry. Delhi and Puducherry. Union territories have Rajya Sabha seats. So, for the question here, 31 seats in Rajya Sabha are from Uttar Pradesh. Since Uttar Pradesh is the largest state, so it has large number of seats, right, in Rajya Sabha. Option D is the right answer. Question 31. What is the state animal of Rajasthan? Horse, camel, sheep and lion. Here camel is the state animal of Rajasthan. Camel was adopted as the state animal of Rajasthan to control the decreasing number of camels in the state. So to control the decreasing number of camels. Decreasing number of camels in the state. So it was adopted in 2014 by the Rajasthan government. So option B is the right answer. Question 32. What is the full form of NITI? So here NITI means National Institution for Transforming India. Option B is the right answer. So in 2015, National Institution for Transforming India NITI replaced the old Planning Commission of India. So in 2015, right? So NITI Ayog replaced the old Planning Commission of India. So replaced old commission. So Planning Commission, old Planning Commission of India, right? So Prime Minister is the chairperson of NITI Ayog and it has regional and governing councils. So Prime Minister is the chairperson. So the composition of NITI Ayog has the following components. So here the compositions are compositions of NITI. So it has governing council, and it has regional councils. So in governing council, CMs and lieutenant governors will be there. See all CMs and lieutenant governors will be there. Whereas in regional councils, so formed on a need basis. So depending upon the need of the state. So formed on need basis, right? And the third composition is members, all members. So all members of the NITI will be permanent members. So full-time members. So only 2 members will be part-time. So maximum 2 members can be part-time members. Part-time members are 2 members. Maximum 2 members can be part-time members. So whereas ex officio members, so it includes ex officio members. So this will be D. So fifth one is ex officio members. So maximum 4 from Council of Ministers nominated by PM. So 4 members from Council of Ministers. Nominated by PM. So sixth composition is special invitees. So these special invitees are experts, specialists, and practitioners with domain knowledge. So experts with domain knowledge. So regarding constitution and administration. So these are the special invitees. So and the next composition is Chief Executive Officers. So CEO, Chief Executive Officers appointed by PM. So appointed by PM for a fixed tenure. Then it is secretarial as deemed necessary, right? So as deemed necessary. So they are the mandatory. So secretarial members. So these are the compositions of NITI, right? So full form of NITI is National Institution for Transforming India. Option B. Question 33. Who has won the Wimbledon men's singles title in July 2022? Among the 4 options, option D, Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon's men's singles title in July 2022. So after defeating Australia's Nick Kyrgios, so defeated Australia's Nick Kyrgios. So by 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 and 7-6 points in London. So in London. So it is Djokovic's 21st Grand Slam. So his 21st Grand Slam title. Overall, putting him one behind record holder Rafael Nadal. So it was also Djokovic's 7th Wimbledon title. So 7th Wimbledon title. Right? So Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon crown for the 4th straight year. So 4th one for the 4th straight year. So Novak Djokovic won Wimbledon's men's single title in July 2022. Option D is the answer. Question 34. What is the name of the first Indian satellite? So first Indian satellite was Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta was the first satellite launched by India. It was launched on April 19th, 1975. April 19th, 1975. So from Capustin Yar. From Capustin Yar. Right? So whereas the remaining options, Rohini became the first satellite to be placed in orbit by an Indian-made launch vehicle. So first satellite to be placed in orbit, placed in orbit by an Indian-made launch vehicle, by Indian-made launch vehicle. Right? So whereas the other option, Sputnik 1 was the world's first artificial satellite. So first artificial satellite. Therefore, so Aryabhatta is the name of the first Indian satellite. Question 35. In December 2021, who has become the third player in the world to take all 10 wickets in an innings of the cricket match? So Ravichandran Ashwin, Tim Southee, Azam Patel and Asif Ali. Here, Azam Patel. So Azam Patel, who has become the third player in the world to take 10 wickets in an innings. Right? So here, left arm spinner Azam Patel. So he is a left arm spinner. Azam Patel on December 4, 2021. So December 4, 2021. He created a history by taking all 10 wickets in an innings in the second test match against India. Right? So he plays for New Zealand. So plays for New Zealand. He finished with figures 10 for 119. So figures of 10 for 119 runs. So 10 wickets for 119 runs. He became the third bowler after Jim Lacker and Anil Kumble to achieve the feat. So third player, so in the world. So before him, Jim Lacker and Anil Kumble, who created history. So after them, so Azam Patel, so who created, that means who took all the wickets, all 10 wickets in an innings, right? So therefore, option C is the right answer. So Azam Patel had made his test debut against Pakistan in 2018. His debut was against Pakistan. In 2018 in Abu Dhabi. So option C is the right answer. Question 36. In a certain code language, but is written as DWE, low is written as NQY. How will cup be written in that language? So for your reference, I have written the positional values of all the alphabets. Here, but is written as DWV. BUT is written as DWV. Here, positional value of B is 2, right? B is 2. B is coded as D, whereas D is 4. Therefore, we can write B plus 2 as D, right? So, similarly, U is 21. Positional value is 21. W is 23. Therefore, U plus 2, right? See here, T is 20 and V is 22. So, T plus 2 is V. So, just add 2 to the each alphabet to get the code, right? So, similarly, low is written as NQY, NQY. Here the logic is same. So L is 12, N is 14, therefore L plus 2 is N. Here O is 15, Q is 17, so O plus 2 is Q. So similarly W is 23, Y is 25, so W plus 2 is Y. Similarly, cup, what is the code for cup? So C is 3, positional value of C is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, which is the positional value of E. So C is coded as E, right? So U is 21, 21 plus 2 is 23, which is the positional value of W. P is 16, P is 16 plus 2 is 18, 18 is the positional value of R. Therefore, cup is coded as EWR. Option B is the right answer. Question 37. In a certain code language, challenge is written as XSZOOVMTV. How will aspiration be written in that language? So let us consider challenge. 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 Here C is coded as X. How C and X are related? So here X is the opposite. So X is the opposite position according to their positional value. X is the opposite letter for C, right? Therefore, opposite letter of C is X. So here H is coded as S. How H and S are related? Again, S is opposite to H, right? So opposite to H. So A is coded as Z, right? So opposite letter of A is Z. So again L and L. So L and L are coded as O and O respectively. Again they are opposite letters, right? So VMTV. VMTV. E is coded as V. So opposite letter of E is V, right? Whereas of N is M. G is T. G is opposite letter of G is T. E is V, right? Similarly, for aspiration. So only thing is we need to write the opposite letter according to their positional value. If you write, so opposite letter of each letter, right? Aspiration. TION, right? So we'll write aspiration. ASPIRATION. TION, right? So opposite letter of A is Z. Of S is H. Opposite letter of P. P's opposite letter is K. Of I it is R. R it is I. A it is Z. Opposite letter of T is R. Opposite letter of I is again R. Of O it is L. Opposite letter of N is M. Right? Therefore, code for aspiration is so Z H K R I Z R R. Is it T I? So opposite letter of T is G, not R. It is G. G R L M. So option. Look at the options. Z H K R I Z G R L M. So option B is the right answer. Question 38. In the following question, select the wrong figure from the given series. So there are 5 figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures. We need to find the wrong figure from the given series. Here in the given series, the logic keys. So look at the first figure. So we have to find the logic. So in first figure, we have 4 letters in the given figure. So T, R, L and Y. Right? So in the second figure, so look at the letter R and its place. So it is shifted to its next position in the clockwise direction. So its position is shifted to next place or next position in clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Right? Therefore, position of R becomes here. So in the bottom right corner. So we'll consider R here. Right? So position of Y. So in the second figure, position of Y becomes so left lower corner. So it becomes, so it is shifted to its next position in the clockwise direction. Again, position of L. So in the first figure is here. In the second figure, it goes to top left corner. So next position in the clockwise direction. So whereas position of T, so T changes its position, but in place of T, there will be a symbol in the next figure. So in place of T, there will be a symbol. This symbol is AND symbol. Right? So apply the same rule. So from AND, so not from the first letter. So here also in the first figure, we have started from R, so right top corner. So start from right top corner. Right top corner. Right? So apply the same rule. From right corner, which is AND symbol, it goes to lower right corner. Right? So lower right corner or right lower corner. So not R, it should be AND. AND goes to lower right corner, whereas R goes to lower left corner, whereas Y goes to upper left corner. So in place of L, there will be a symbol. So L goes to, yes, upper right corner. In place of L, there will be a symbol. According to the series, there is a rupees symbol. Right? So look at third figure. So Y, rupees and so here is L. So which is wrong? There should be R. Therefore, third figure is wrong. So look at the options. So Y, rupees, L and. So option B. Right? So Y, rupees, L and. So this figure is wrong. Right? Wrong figure. Here, in place of L, there should be R. R has to come in place of L. Right? Apply the same rule for 4 and 5 also. So here, just to verify the rule, so consider fourth figure. So from right top corner, so rupees symbol comes to bottom, then AND symbol goes to again left bottom corner, R will go up, and in place of Y, there will be a symbol. Here it is given as percentage, right? So verified, the rule is verified. Apply the same rule from right top corner. Percentage comes down and rupees symbol in the left corner, down corner. Then AND goes up, right? And in place of R, there will be a symbol which is dollar symbol, right? So therefore, the rule is verified here. So all 1, 4, 2 and 4 and 5th figures. So all 4 figures follow the same rule except third one, right? Therefore, so this third figure is in option B. So option B is wrong figure. Question 39. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. So series has 3 figures. We need to find the 4th one. So logic followed here is, so you need to rotate the figure through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction to get the next figure. So only change is when the figure is rotated through 90 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. you will get next figure. So rotate it through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise. Right? So look at first figure. So it has a triangular portion facing upwards. Whereas in the second figure, this triangular portion is facing leftwards. That means figure is rotated through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So look at the remaining figures here. So in first figure, so here is an arrow mark, right? Arrow mark is facing rightwards and triangle is facing upwards, right? So if you compare triangle, so if it is triangle, so if you compare the direction of the triangle with the direction of the arrow mark, again it is anti-clockwise when the direction, compare the direction. So in 90 degree, there is a change in the direction, right? Therefore, in the third figure, look at the direction of triangle, it is downwards. So whereas in the first figure, it was upwards, the second figure, leftwards, in the third figure, it is downwards, that is rotated through 90 degree. Therefore, in the fourth figure, direction of the triangular part should be rightwards. Yes, right? Rightwards. Therefore, so let us draw the triangular portion. So triangular portion is facing rightwards, right? And the remaining portions. So in first figure, this arrow mark is facing rightwards. In the second figure, it is upwards. That means in anti-clockwise direction, the direction is changed, right? So in the third figure, leftwards. Therefore, in the fourth figure, it has to come down. So let us consider the circular portion also. So no need to consider the direction of the circle because it remains unaltered. So direction of the arrow mark is facing downwards and its position will be like this, right? So to the left of the triangle, and half of the portion is inside the circle, half of the portion is outside the circle, right? Arrow mark portion. And the remaining things are same. Just extend this triangular portion here, like this, like this, like this, and join this to the center. And only a small portion, so last portion should be shaded, and triangular portion, so some part which is inside the circle should be shaded, and there is a small portion should be shaded, so in triangular shape, right? Therefore, the fourth figure will be like this. So look at the options. Option A is the right answer, in which triangle is facing rightwards, right? Rightwards. Arrow mark is downwards. Look at its position. And the remaining things and a shaded part. So here also there should be a shade, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer, which is fourth figure. Question 40. A paper is folded and cut as shown below. How will it appear when unfolded? So in the first figure, the paper is folded vertically. In the second figure, again it is folded horizontally. So in the third figure, the paper has been cut like this, a triangular portion and slightly a blunt portion, right? When the paper is unfolded, so at first, so the horizontal portion, so the cut portion I am showing here, and here is a slightly blunt portion. So when the paper is unfolded, so here first the paper has to be unfolded horizontally, right? So when it is unfolded horizontally, you will get mirror image of the cut portion, right? So when you open the paper horizontally, unfold the paper horizontally, you will get mirror image of the cut portion. So mirror image of the triangle is same, since the triangle is a symmetrical figure, right? And the direction of the blunt portion, so in the cut portion, direction of the blunt portion is to the left, whereas in the second portion. So in the image portion, direction of the blunt portion is to the right, right? So when the paper is unfolded, so that means vertically when it is unfolded, so when it is unfolded vertically, so you will get inverted image of the cut portion. Inverted image of the cut portion means, so above the cut portion, let us consider above the cut portion, inverted image of the triangle will be like this. And the blunt portion will be same, right? And inverted image of the triangle, so to the left, it looks like this. And the blunt portion remains same. And below the cut portion, let us consider inverted image of the cut portion is, yes, inverted triangle and a blunt portion. And here to the left, an inverted triangle and a blunt portion. Right? Therefore, so in the final, when twice the paper is unfolded, you will get 3 blunt portions to the left, 3 to the right, and the direction and the positions of the triangles will be like this. So look at the options. 3 blunt portions to the right, 3 to the left, and the triangles, right? So therefore option A is the right answer. So when the paper is unfolded twice, it looks like this, right? Option A. Question 41. The sequence of folding a piece of paper and the manner in which the folded paper has been cut is shown in the following figures. How would this paper look when unfolded? So here in the first figure, the paper is folded vertically, right? Again, it is folded horizontally in the second figure, and it has been cut like this. A small circular portion in the center and a triangular portion, so to the top, towards the top, and a square portion to the left, right? When the paper is unfolded at first, that means when it is horizontally unfolded. I'm showing here. So I'm showing the cut portion. So circle at the center and a triangular portion facing upwards. So look at its position and position of square, right? When the paper is unfolded, that means horizontally when it is unfolded. So to the right of the cut portion, right? So circle will be towards the center and the triangle will be like this, right? And square portion will be like this. That means mirror image of the cut portion when the paper is unfolded horizontally, right? So we have discussed this in the previous question. So horizontal, when it is horizontally unfolded, you will get mirror image. When it is vertically unfolded, you will get inverted image of the cut portion, right? So again, it is unfolded, but in this case, it is unfolded vertically, right? So when it is vertically unfolded, so you will get inverted image. So inverted image of the cut portion will be, so circle here in the center, 2 circles, and position of the square will be like this. And position of the triangle, right, downwards, and inverted triangles. Inverted triangles. And a circle, big circle, shape of the paper, right? Therefore, so look at the options. So in the given options, so 4 circles in the center, so option C, right? So 2 squares on either side of the, yes, circles, and 2 triangles, right? Top and in the top and bottom positions. Therefore, option C is the right answer. So question 42. Select the figure from the options that can replace the question mark and complete the pattern. So here is the given figure, and in which some parts are shaded and non-shaded. Some parts are non-shaded. So let us consider the figure as a sheet of paper, right? And shaded and non-shaded parts are shown like this. So let us make 4 parts in the given figure. Consider this as first, second, third, and fourth part. So we need to find the 4th part here. So imagine first and third part, and these 2 parts are folded, right? So first and third parts are folded. So when they are folded, so first part exactly overlaps the third part. Right? So look at the shaded part in the center of the first part and third part. So exactly the first part exactly overlaps third one. Overlaps third part. Right? So look at the non-shaded parts here. So non-shaded parts. Right? Therefore, so in other words, we can say, so first part is inverted image of third part, or third part is inverted image of first part. Right? So inverted images of each other. Images of each other. Right? Therefore, so consider second part. Right? So fourth part has to be the inverted image of second part, or second part should overlap the fourth part. For that, let us consider center of the fourth part. This should be non-shaded. Right? So this I'll consider as a triangular portion. Only the triangular portion I'm considering here. Right? So in which the center part is non-shaded. Right? And I'll consider the remaining parts. So here I'll consider it as a square, big square, right? In which a small portion is non-shaded. So consider like this. This part should be shaded in the fourth part, right? And below the center, there should be a shaded part. And extend this. This should not be shaded, right? So this is exactly the fourth part, right? Which overlaps the second one, right? Look at the second figure, right? Therefore, so you can show this here only, like this, right? So extend this, should not be shaded, right? Only this rectangular part should be shaded. And here also extend this like this, only this rectangular part should be shaded, right? So look at the options. So option A is the right answer, which is the fourth part, right? So center part is non-shaded. After that, so these two parts are shaded and non-shaded parts, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. So students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 43. Rama ranks 16th from the top and 15th from the bottom in a certain examination. How many students are there in the class? So here Rama ranks 16th from the top. So from the top he ranks 16th. So Rama is 16th from the top. Right? That means there are 15 students. Right? Before Rama there are 15 students. And 15th from the bottom. So from the bottom, he is the 15th person, right? 15th from bottom. That means there are 14 students after Rama, right? Therefore, the question is how many students are there in the class? So there are 15 plus 14 plus Rama, right? That is 30, right? So 15 students above Rama, right? Plus 14 students below Rama plus Rama. Therefore, there are 30 students in the class. So, option C is the right answer. Question 44. If Seema is taller than Yash, Aisha is taller than Seema, and Yash is taller than Wasim, who is the tallest among all? So, given that Seema is taller than Yash, so we'll consider Seema greater than Yash. That means Seema is taller than Yash. Aisha is taller than Seema. So here is Aisha, who is taller than Seema. And Yash is taller than Wasim. So Yash is taller than Wasim. Who is tallest among all? So among all, Aisha is tallest, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 45. Neeraj pointed at a photo of a lady and said, "She is the daughter of my paternal grandfather's only son." What is the relation of Neeraj with the lady in the photo? So here, students, let us make a family tree using some symbols. So we use a circular symbol for all females and a square or slightly rectangular symbol for all males. Then a horizontal line for siblings and double horizontal line, a parallel lines for married couple, and a vertical line or slightly slanted line for difference of generation. Difference of generation means father to daughter, father to son, or mother to daughter, or mother to son, or grandfather to the next generation, or grandmother to next generation, like that. Difference of generation. So, Neeraj pointed at a photo of a lady and said, "She is the daughter of my paternal grandfather's only son." So, this lady is the daughter of his paternal grandfather. So, let us consider grandfather of Neeraj. Grandfather. So, use the rectangular symbol, right, for all males here, right? Therefore, use rectangular symbol. Grandfather's only son. Who is his grandfather's only son? So, grandfather's only son becomes his father, Neeraj's father, right? He is his father, right? So, she means this lady is the daughter of my paternal grandfather's only son, means this lady is the daughter of his father. That means, so his father has a son who is Neeraj and has a daughter, right? So daughter who is that lady. Therefore, Neeraj and that lady are siblings, right? Therefore, this lady is the daughter of Neeraj's paternal grandfather's only son, right? Therefore, the relation of Neeraj with the lady in the photo. So, the relation of Neeraj with the lady is Neeraj is brother of that lady, right? Therefore, option D is the answer. Question 46. If AT is equal to 20, BAT is equal to 40, then CAT will be equal to. Here, let us consider the positional value of each alphabet, students. So here, let us focus on A and T. So A is equal to 1. A is the first letter, right? So if you consider B as 2, C is equal to 3, like that. So if you continue, so T becomes 20. So 20th letter, right? So T, positional value of T is 20. So now consider AT. AT is equal to, so take the product of A and T, positional values, right? So A is 1 into 20 is 20. Therefore, AT is equal to 20. Like that, BAT. So B is 2, AT is 20 only, right? So it is equal to 40. BAT is 40. Therefore, CAT. So positional value of C is 3. AT is 20. So it is equal to 60. Right? Therefore, CAT will be equal to option C, 60. Question 47. If thrice A's age 6 years ago is subtracted from twice his present age, the result is his present age. What is the present age of A? So let us consider present age of A is X years. So let present age, A's present age be X years. Right? So if thrice A's age 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, what is A's age? 6 years ago. So A's age 6 years ago is equal to X minus 6 years. Alright? Given that thrice A's age 6 years ago is subtracted from twice his present age. So, twice his present age becomes 2 times x, right? Therefore, so when 2 times x minus, so thrice age 6 years ago means 3 times x minus 6. So when 3 times x minus 6 is subtracted from 2 times his present age, the result is his present age is equal to present age is x. So the meaning of the given sentence is thrice age 6 years ago is subtracted from twice his present age. The result is his present age, which is x. So what is present age of x? We need to find the value of x here. So simplify it. So 2x minus 3x plus 18 is equal to x. Right? So minus x plus 18 is x. So it is nothing but 2x. So take this minus x to RHS. It becomes 2x is equal to 18. Therefore, x is 9 years. So present age of A is 9 years. So look at options. Option A is the right answer. Question 48. Select the Venn diagram that best represents the relationship between the following set of classes. Mother, female, doctor. So here students, so when you consider mother, so all mothers are females, right? So consider set of mothers. So M represents set of mothers. So which is completely included in set of females, right? All mothers are female, right? So this means all females are not mothers, need not be mothers, right? Therefore, so only a portion of females is mothers, right? So consider next set of doctors. Some doctors can be females, some doctors can be mothers, some doctors cannot be females as well as mothers, right? Therefore, so we have to take set of doctors like this. This is set of doctors. Whereas this shaded part which I am showing now, so this indicates some mothers are doctors. So some mothers can be doctors, right? And so the next portion which I am showing now, so some females are doctors. They can be doctors. And also here when you consider set of doctors, some doctors can be females as well as mothers. Some doctors can be mothers as well, right? And some doctors, the remaining doctors are neither females nor mothers. All are males, right? Therefore, so the best Venn diagram represents the relationship between mothers, females and doctors is option C, right? Option C. Question 49. Choose the correct alternative for the following. 8 is related to 27. Similarly, 64 is related, right? So 8 is related to 27. That means here 8 is considered as cube of 2. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So is related to cube of 3. So 2 cube is related to 3 cube. So similarly, 64. So whereas 64 is cube of 4. So 4 into 4 into 4 is 64 is related to cube of the next number is 5. So 5 cube is 125, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 50. If P means addition, Q means multiply, R means divide and S means subtraction, then what will be the value of the following expression? 18R, 9P, 2Q, 8S4. So here the expression becomes 18R. So R means divided by, right? So 18 divided by 9P. So P means addition. It becomes 9 plus 2Q. Q means multiply. It becomes multiplied by 8. Yes. Yes means subtraction. So minus 4 is equal to, here students, we have to follow BODMAS rule. In order to solve any mathematical expression or equation, we have to follow BODMAS rule. So according to which B means removing brackets. First we have to remove the bracket part. So next comes off part. So if there is any square root or cube root part or square of a number or cube of a number or any percentage part, we need to solve that part. So next comes division, right? So 18 divided by 9 is 2 plus 2 multiplied by 8 minus 4. So next comes multiplication. So followed by addition and subtraction, right? Multiplication. So 2 into 8. So 2 plus 16 minus 4, right? So add 2 and 16, 18 minus 4 is 14, right? So option C is the right answer. With this, I am completing this paper. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you a very best of luck for your future exams.